Hello world and everybody in the Google group. Today is the 11th of May and here is my progress today. I just undercoated black where I was going to be putting any silver on this guy's banner, and I got his toenails black too, because these demon black toenails. And I also wanted to show you somebody else's toenails. He's got some pink on his sword. Anyway, guy with the cool noodling in his belly. And I also got some progress on my Nurglings. So I just went back and painted over the guts so that they could be coloured correctly using my acrylic paints. Can't colour over dark colours with them, so you have to go light and then go back down to dark. So this guy's a bit crazy, eating his own intestines, a little bit weird, but he is a Nurgling. So that's my progress for today. So today's question is, what movie would you like to see a sequel or remake of? To be honest, I don't particularly like a lot of sequels that are brought out. They're never as good as the first movie. It always feels like they're grasping at straws to continue the story. Of course there's exceptions. There's going to be exceptions like those that already have got books written before the movies were made, and of course there's great sequels out there. Usually have books like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, some other ones. So I don't normally like remakes either, because the originals are always so much better, and the remakes, it's just not the same. I don't know if anybody else feels this way. It's just not the same. It's like if they redid oh, I can't remember, The Never-Ending Story. That would never be the same. It would never be as cool as you remembered it, and the characters are obviously not going to be the same, and it just wouldn't be as cool. So, but there's always some movies that you go, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? They leave it so open, or you know that there's more written about them out there, like I know The Last Airbender was a movie I was like, I hope they really make more movies about that, because I know that there's cartoons and I think there's comic books, correct me if I'm wrong. Another one was John Carter. I know that there's books out there about John Carter, of Mars and things like that. I haven't read them, unfortunately. I didn't know they existed until the movie came out. And is there comics too? Someone will know, I'm sure. But I would really like to see the books, and I would also really like to see some more movies. But the one movie that I think I would really, really like to see a sequel of is The Fourth Kind, which is a movie that scared me to death, almost. That movie, I would really like to see more movies like that made, because there can't really be a sequel, really. Kind of, I guess. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's about alien abductions. A very good movie, and they've done it very well. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's good, and I don't often come across movies that scare me like that. I don't know what about that movie it was. I used to think when I was younger that I had been abducted by aliens. But that's another story for another day. And so it really spooked me out, that movie. And I really wanted to see more, not of that particular story, but maybe of similar stories like they did for Hostel. There was the same kind of storyline, but with different characters. So yeah, I would really like to see another movie or a few movies made in that same vein. And you'll know what I mean if you've watched it. If you haven't, I'm not going to give it away. You need to watch it. I love movies, so I have a lot of movies, and this was really hard. I had to go through all my movies that I own to try and find ones that I thought, well, I'd really like to see sequels of, because I've watched so many. So that's the question of the day. So next I'm going to move on to my Pride of Fatties who've been off on an adventure. Now the adventure I didn't mention last time was they had set off to find a healer for Hobbiton to bring back so that they could have someone there who could heal all the farmers who have been doing all this hard training, and anybody else that has to fight a battle or anything like that and needs healing. I will be I have sent them off to go and get a healer, so they will be bringing a healer back today, and we'll roll for Warbucks and see who made it back. So let's go. Guys, roll. Oops, hit the floor, re-roll. Is that 16 Warbucks? Next is Persephone. $13 Warbucks and a 2, so nothing happens to Persephone today. Brad is next. $13 Warbucks, and Brad gets to re-roll. He's upgraded. 15 Warbucks. Cool. So that is that for my rolls, and my companions were able to bring back a healer called Todius. So I have a couple of new companions. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to draw them yet, but I do have them, and I have a large beast of unknown origins, a dark creature who came out of the Misty Mountains and has decided to join the gang, and the vampire Makana, who was sent back by Bob and Olga, who have been out scouting for new companions to replace the lost. So I will be posting another video with these drawings if I have time. If I don't, before I next go to the internet cafe, I will post them on the Google Plus group so people get to see them and don't have to wait too long. So, along with any of my narratives that need to get up to date. So, we brought back the healer, and I will be putting up a little backstory about the quest and a little bit about my healer up in the Google Docs, which if I've done by the time I've posted this video, I will link down below. Just like my other adventures, I've started writing up little stories about each adventure, which I'll be linking in the description boxes, so make sure you check that out, and I also post them in the Google group and say which of my May videos they correspond to, so you can check them out and catch up if you want to, if you like to read. they'll be there. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, which I haven't done yet, is purchasing a hospital for my plot, which I will be drawing up shortly, and I will be showing that hopefully in my next video. If not, I will be posting that in the Google group. So any injured people can come to plot 40 and be healed by my healer, who will be residing there in the hospital for anybody who needs them. So come on down and be healed if you need it. So next I am going to do my tertiary objective for this week. And the tertiary objective is, let me just quickly reread it and see what exactly it is. Which project are you enjoying following? And it doesn't have to be the one you chose from last week. So I haven't been able to follow many projects, as everybody knows. I'm not going to repeat myself about the internet problem, but I haven't been able to catch up with everybody's, but there have been some projects that I make sure that I watch their episodes for because I'm enjoying them so much. So well, first one is Warbosstae. I keep up to date with his videos just because I'm really interested in what he's doing with Hobbiton and anything else that he happens to be doing as well. So he is the number one that I've been following, and the next one is Tori Ling, who I've also been following along with to see how he's doing with his goals, which he's completed so far 3 objectives, which is fantastic. And I want to see how his diorama is going to turn out, because I really want to see the finished product. It's going to be fantastic. And the next one is Megatim Ho. I've been following his videos as well because I really am enjoying how his tank, his orc tank, has been turning out. It's looking fantastic. He's last time I saw, he was almost finished and ready to paint. So it's looking really good, and when it's populated with his little orcs, it's going to look really lively and fantastic. So if you haven't seen his project, go and have a look. It's going to be pretty cool. The next one I have been following along with is Mortis Causa, who I've really enjoyed his videos. He's got a really cool sense of humor, and his videos are always really entertaining to watch, and he's very interesting. And I really like how he's going with his necromancer and his corpse cart. So his characters are great too, and his fluff is fantastic. So if you haven't already checked him out, go and take a look. You won't be disappointed. He's doing some great stuff, and I'm really enjoying following along with him. The last one I've been trying to keep up with, but he's not posting all his videos on YouTube and sometimes Google+, which is fine, is Joshua Duran, and I've been trying my best to keep up with him. He's on holiday right now, so I don't think he's posting, but he's also another one I've been really enjoying watching because he's really entertaining, and I'm really enjoying his project, his Dark Elder, I think, looking really cool, and he's got some kind of ship he's building right now. I'm not familiar on what it's called because I'm not completely caught up with his videos, but it's looking pretty awesome, and I can't wait to see how he goes in his second week objective to see what he's done so far. If he hasn't been having too much fun holidaying, of course. So those are that's my tertiary objective, and the people who I've been making sure I try my best to follow along with at home. I will be catching up my best with everybody tomorrow when I go to the internet cafe. It will be is it the 12th of May tomorrow for me? No, it's the 13th of May tomorrow for me, so I will be, 2 days time. I'm getting too excited. So I will be doing my best to catch up with everybody then. So on the 13th of May, my time, probably the 12th of May for everybody else. So you will see my 13th of May video too. So my shout outs for today are going to be for Legion Painting, who I hadn't seen anything about, and I wrote his name down meaning to shout him out and say how's he doing and encourage him to post, because we haven't heard anything from him. And he posted, I think, this morning, and he said that he's completed all his goals, and he has done some Tyranid swarms, some Scutari and a Rhino, and he's completed them all, but he can't put any pictures up so far. So I really hope that he gets some pictures up before the end of May to show us all his models that he's done, which sounds like a lot, and really sounds like a great accomplishment. So I really hope we get to see some of his work before the end of May. It'd be really great. Just a photo of all his stuff would be really cool. So that's my first shout out. The next one is to Tabithus23, who is doing some Thunderwolf cavalry and I think some Space Wolves from what I heard. I haven't been able to catch up Tabithus, so I'm sorry about that, but I am looking forward to it. The next person is War Tiger, who is doing some Sons of Horus, and I did catch up with some of his earlier videos that he's done, and I think it's going to look pretty awesome. So if you haven't already seen some of his videos, check him out, and I'll be catching up with him on the 13th. And the last thing I wanted to say was don't forget to check out Grandmaster Painter's giveaway and subscribe to him to be in to win. So it's a shout out for him today. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.